NHL, the rest of it. Where do you want to start, GG? I'm pretty pumped today. As I said earlier, the Flames won 6-2 today. Where I don't know what we're doing. I really don't know where we're headed. I think our unrestricted free agents will get rid of. I think they'll re-sign Hannafin and Lindholm, and Tanev will go. So I don't know where we're heading as a club and what direction we're choosing to go. I hope we get a haul. I wasn't even nearly on the trade Markstrom for a King's ransom bandwagon, because it could be something that could totally change the direction of the Calgary Flames, because Dustin Wolf is the best goaltender outside of the NHL, and he needs to have an opportunity. Raise your eyebrows there, GG. And yeah, I'm just sort of riding the wave of what the hell's going on. Huberdeau seems to be now firing. He's on a line with Sharon Govich, Lindholm, and Huberdeau. Picked up another couple of assists today. I think he's got something like 9 points in the last 6 games or something like that, 7 games. So who knows where we're going, GG. I don't know. We could make playoffs. We could get top picks, or we could just sit in the middle like we always do.
Well, you know that Wolf is only the best goaltender outside of the NHL because Ilya Samsonov got called back up to the Leafs, right?
You're not going to wheel me in with this one, mate.
Yeah,
he needs to have a stretch of games, Wolf. So they've got to work out whether or not Dan Vladar goes or Markstrom goes. So
let him cook in the AHL. Let him cook.
He can't. AHL. He's been the MVP there and the MVP goaltender the last 2 seasons. So he's too good for that league.
Nathan Graham just helpfully contributing that Samsonov is the human sieve. Yes. Yes. If you take away Ilya Samsonov's save percentage from the Leafs, so if you just keep, Joseph Wall and Martin Jones's save percentage, the Toronto has like a top 3 goaltending in the league. But with Samsonov's stats, it drags them down considerably. He has been brutal. But I think he's just one of those goalies that has one good year, one bad year, and that's just how it'll go. If you're not Vasilevsky or any of those guys, that's just what happens. Craig Anderson, that used to be, that was if you look at his career, 1 year 920, the next year 903, next year 917, next year 905. Like, I don't understand goaltending, but I did see the Mikhail Backlund video, which I quite enjoyed. With he was joint tied with Mark Giordano for appearances. I think like 947 appearances. And his daughter Tilly read out the starting lineup, and that was really cool. It was really cool. So I did like something that the Flames did or related to the Flames this week. So.
Well, today he overtook Giordano to go into second behind Iginla in games played and scored in the opening 20 seconds of the game today, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, good on him. Well done, Mikhail Backlund. What a trooper.
So Nathan Graham's hanging around. I wonder if he's got a beer. Let us know, Nathan, if you've got a beer. We were talking about it earlier. But tell me about Toronto, GG.
Yeah, it's a Nylander signed. 8 years, 11.5 million per, 92 million total. So good on him for making bank. I remember having a chat with Per Daniel Goranson. I don't know if Sean O'Connor would remember Per Daniel Goranson from the CBR Brave. But I was talking with him the last time Nylander had this contract dispute, and we were both like, go for it. Like, I don't care. Make your money. And he took a haircut probably on the last deal. So, man, I don't care. We're not going to win a cup anyway. Nylander is more likable for me than Marner is. So I'm like, go for it, buddy. I don't really mind. I don't see Toronto making a cup. No beer tonight for Graham or H2O. My apologies. That's okay. That's okay, Nathan. It's good you're sober, so you can take in all this good content. But yeah, at least they're doing all right. Again, I'm so glad they signed Martin Jones. Without Martin Jones, they'd be screwed. Budvar Czech Lager for Sean. Nice.
Drop us a comment drop us a comment wherever you're watching. If you've got an NHL team, let us know your thoughts on your team. I know our good friend Kerry Goulet will be pumped because the Winnipeg Jets currently sit as the best team in the NHL, 60 points on top, and then the team that we shouldn't name, the Vancouver Canucks, a second on 59. It's pretty crazy. Some people actually picked Vancouver to not even make the playoffs. People questioned Winnipeg, and at the start of the season, there was talk about their attendances, and they've signed Hellebuck and Scheifele. And now they sit as currently as the best team in the competition. I think they haven't given up more than 3 goals or something this season, or something like that, or something ridiculous like defensively. Winnipeg, it's just been unreal.
Yeah, I am flummoxed. I did not expect Winnipeg to make the playoffs. I thought that signing Hellebuck and Scheifele to those deals was a mistake. And I thought that they should have dealt them and got picks. But hey, they're doing really well. I think they've got franchise record winning streak of like 8 games in a row or something that they're on now. Edmonton Oilers have they're on a heater as well. I think we got to mention them. Ever since I appeared on Kerry Goulet's show, the Oilers have been the hottest team in the NHL. So I got to stop going on Kerry's show. I think that's the lesson. Sean O'Connor just getting in the chat. Let's all agree Rangers going to win the cup this season. End of story. Just got to return to 2023 form. That was a really good game between the Rangers and the Leafs, where the Leafs beat them 7-3. I don't know why I'm bringing that up now, but anyway. Nathan Graham saying Stars Cup heading to Big D. Book it. And also has our NHL insider, Nathan Graham, has just revealed that Scheifele was injured today. Sean O'Connor just throwing some shade. I just never rate the Stars since Mike Modano retired. You've got to quit living in the past, Sean.
So when we do this NHL, we always talk about the 2 teams that traveled down under for the NHL Global Series, which are the LA Kings and the Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes, in their last 10, have gone 2-7-1, and the LA Kings, who are in struggle street at the moment, have gone 2-4-4. What have you made of the LA Kings? We're just talking about the Winnipeg Jets, and the Pierre-Luc Dubois has struggled for the LA Kings so far since moving from Winnipeg, and it's pretty crazy because Velarde's actually doing pretty well at the Jets. What have you made of those 2 teams, GG? It's still a long way to go, obviously, but both teams are hitting struggle streak.
Yeah, well, I have to say with Pierre-Luc Dubois, I dislike him both as a player and as a person. So to me, it's just funny for me to see him struggle. I really don't mind. And I think Velarde doing well is just the icing on the cake there. That's fantastic. Talbot has struggled recently, and I don't think that's particularly shocking when you consider, I don't know how many miles they were expecting him to to do this year, but he struggled. Phoenix Copley, I think he's going to be coming back from injury, or has recently come back from injury, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays. He hasn't been impressive this season. Yeah, they've really struggled lately, but they came out of the gates red hot, didn't they? And the Coyotes, they had a sensational streak going until like Christmas, New Year, and they've had some brutal kind of results.
They had Vemelka in the.
Sorry, I've got Jason Quisler and JT locked and loaded on Air Serbia 541 departing Milan right now. Have a good show, lads. Yes, we're going to talk about under 20 men's later, Jason. Just see if you can delay the flight so you can.
It's on the ticket.
Yeah,
it's on the ticket. It's on the ticket.
But yeah.
But they had Vemelka in net today, and then the Flames put 4 past him, and then they put Connor Ingram in. Ended up being a 6-2 scoreline. So yeah, they're
delay. Sorry, man.
So the LA Kings sit third in the Pacific, and the Coyotes they're lower than the Flames at the moment. So they're going to be fighting for a wild card spot. I think the Coyotes. I think the Kings will be right. But yeah, I think that's. Oh no, I was going to say that's it with the NHL news. But there was the big news earlier this week of Philadelphia Flyers and Anaheim Ducks doing a trade. Cutter Gauthier goes to Anaheim and Jamie Drysdale across to Philly. What have you made of this and everything that's surrounded it, GG? It's been a soap opera.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where we're only really getting one side, which is what the Flyers want to put out. So I smell something not right with what the Flyers are saying, but also there's just how do you pass it? You know, just this vast chasm of nothingness to get to the truth. I don't know. So Philadelphia is certainly doing a good job. Daniel Briere was on the Jeff Merrick show today, making sure that they control the narrative, and they've done that really well over the last few days. But yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know.
So there was a comment on a podcast, on a Flyers podcast, about this situation, and they brought up Kevin Hayes, and they said Kevin Hayes' fingerprints are all over it. Paraphrasing or something like that. And then Torts was in the press conference, and Torts was in full Torts mode and let it rip. And Kevin Hayes has come out and defended himself as well. So it's dragged Kevin Hayes into this bit of a mess. But we'll play the Torts now.
Is the guy here? The guy here that caused Kevin Hayes a problem?
Yes.
You?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Do you think Kevin Hayes is going to do something like that?
Any last questions?
Person letting the first 2 buy him.
It pisses me off that you guys throw that around and affect someone's life. You know, Kevin Hayes and I had a problem. We couldn't come to an agreement how to play. That's a good man. That's a good man. And what you said is going to stay with them. That's what you guys don't understand. You say something, and you're going to sit there and say you have the right sources. I call. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, Torts. So it's a bit of I think it was no secret that Kevin Hayes and Torts didn't see eye to eye, and Torts didn't have to do that. Didn't actually have to come out and defend someone who's no longer at the club like he did. So who knows the situation, but it feels like, I don't know if that Kevin Hayes thing was right. I don't think it feels like it wasn't right. And Torts has gone into Torts mode.
and 100% fair. like he's right. You know, you can't just say shit or say crap. Sorry, you have to censor that if we're going to put that up. But you can't just talk crap like and affect people's lives and you know, like it's not right. So good on. I don't agree with Torts on everything. I do love his press conferences though. I think he's great and he doesn't tolerate you know a lot of stuff, and yeah, I respect him, and yeah, full respect for Torts from Nathan Graham, Sean O'Connor. Agreeing with Nathan, finally they can agree together on something. Yeah, that is great to see. So yeah, fantastic. And it's just bad journalism, right? Like there's no you know, what crappy standards do you set when you're just putting rumors out there? Like it's just crap. It's just crap.